And then finally, I just wanted to talk about the products that you can get, some of the products for wiping away marks on your piece. So I have some over here that I've been using that I don't want to bust out anyone until I'm done with them, but so you can use a Sharpie to darken your piece, and I'm not going to go crazy with it because there are tutorials and you can watch somebody else do it, but this is sunshine cloth, and it's just a piece of fabric that's permeated with a polishing agent, and you just rub away, and that gets rid of the excess ink that I've left there. So whether you're using a Sharpie, which that's what I use, or you're using maybe some liver of sulfur for brass or things like that, anyway, you'll want to polish away the extra darkening agent. And then this is a Pro Polish pad. You can see you can just use them forever. And this is kind of a foamy texture, and they're just 2x2 pads, 2" by 2". And they feel, like I said, foamy, but a little bit gritty because they're also permeated with a polishing agent. It feels a little bit like a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser slice. And it's just made for polishing. And so this also will just buff it all away. So the Pro Polish pad leaves a really high gloss finish, and this leaves a little bit of texture of the existing texture from your piece behind. So if you want a really high gloss finish, Pro Polish is your guy. This one takes a little bit more elbow grease, but it's good for maintenance as well. So if I have a piece that I've stamped and I want to just keep it polished, this is a really good option. And then another thing that I've tried that I really liked when I have something that's got a lot more detail, this is that Beaducation stamp. I'll see if we can zoom in for you to see. You can see it's got a lot of tiny details. And so when I'm trying to get those all filled in and darkened, I like to maybe use a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip and just wipe away. The problem is the alcohol can get down into the impression and take out some of the darkening. Well, the Sharpie, you won't use it for liver of sulfur, but with a Sharpie, it will take out some of the ink out of the impression if you're not careful. So that's something to keep in mind with the alcohol. So hopefully you find that information helpful. So again, you want to use a hammer with a brass head, and you want to use a bench block to keep the back surface clean, and using something to deaden the sound is a good idea. And then making sure that you're using the appropriate hole punch for the appropriate metals. And in the next video, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the stamps that you would use and the metals that you would use and why you need to be careful and not just use any old stamp on any old metal. So if you have any questions or experiences with any of these things that you have found different results than I have, or the same results, or anyway, just whatever thoughts you have, please feel free to leave those in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.